Hi, I'm Nicole Belle-Isle. I'm the author of Deliverance from Depression, Coming Out of the Darkness into God's Amazing Light. And here with a good friend Jackie,
Yep.
who's read the book. And we're just going to have a conversation today just to talk about the book a bit.
Right.
What did you think about the book, Jackie?
I love the book. So many people, well, let's talk about myself first. I suffer from depression. And I'm a true believer that you can never just get over depression, but you learn
Absolutely.
how to maintain it, and you learn some tools to help you along the way. And I thought your book was a perfect tool that reminded me of some things that I had to do, you know,
Yes,
to get over that and not be stuck in depression.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I struggled with depression for 20 years of my life. I thought about going on medication at one point, but decided not to.
Right.
Didn't think that was the route for me, so
And the medication, to be honest, one of the side effects is depression. Is to keep you slumped and you're like a
Right.
zombie, and it feels like it just keeps you in a deeper state already.
right, exactly. And
Right.
there's probably other side effects too.
Right. Yep.
And I just continued just to believe in God that I was going to be free one day. So in 2005, I read the book, Joyce Meyer, Battlefield of the Mind, and that helped me to be able to overcome
I read that book too.
my depression.
Mm-hmm.
It helped me to be able to change my negative thinking. It helped me to recognize that I was having negative thoughts, and the negative thoughts were taking over my mind and just continuing to bring me in a downward spiral.
Right.
And I just constantly would deal with depression.
Right.
So I knew I had to change my thinking first
Mm-hmm.
before God could set me free from depression.
I like even in the book how you first started off with your story on your marriage, and how you gave examples on sometimes where you didn't even know it just came upon you. And that's a lot of times where we can be happy one moment, that's what it is, a depression, and something to trigger it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And we don't even know.
To overcome that thinking, I just kept having to fight
Right.
through it, and then I learned scriptures, which helped me to be able to, and so I would speak out the scriptures, and then that helped me be able to start changing my thinking. My journal entries changed greatly from the time I was dealing with depression until the time I was starting to battle to overcome it.
Right.
My journal entries are a lot more positive, and I was using the word in them.
Right.
And I was really beginning to be happy to be alive, because for many years I was not happy
Right.
even to be born.
I understand that feeling. Who was it? Was it Moses that told the Lord to take this from me? Like, I'd rather be with you than even go. Why even feel like this?
Right, and both Job and Jeremiah
Right.
also
Yep.
did not want. They said, "Curse my mother's womb."
Right. And that's real.
Right.
There's sometimes that a lot of us feel like that. Like, you know what, Lord, you can take me. I don't want to go through
Right.
this. Right.
Life is
Because
not
it's
easy.
a struggle. It's not easy. That's right.
Nope. And so I'm just really thankful that I'm to be here.
Right.
And I just really want to do all I can to be able to help people while I'm here,
Right.
and give people hope.
Right. I think that's what they need, especially now, is hope.
Because I did constantly have suicidal thoughts.
Right.
Constantly. And fortunately, I never acted upon them, except one time when I cut my wrist, but it wasn't a deep cut, and I think it was more of a cry for help.
Right.
Than it was actually a suicide attempt. But I did get therapy afterwards. And that was when I was in high school.
How did you overcome depression?
By changing my thinking and then just believing in God. One day I was at church and it was in 2008, and one of my church members prayed for me to have peace, and I didn't notice anything right away, going home, but like a month later, I just noticed that things that used to bother me weren't bothering me anymore, and I knew that God had since delivered me from depression.
I had one person that I could talk to through it all, and looking back on it, she gave me really good tools that I didn't use right away. Did you ever notice that? Like somebody gave you advice,
Yes.
but looking back on it, you didn't use it right away
Right.
until later.
Yeah. And I did have a therapist I saw for a few years, and she used to give me some things, and she would tell me to try them, and I would try them for a little while, but nothing, because I didn't stick with it, nothing really truly helped me
Right.
to overcome depression.
Right.
Until I started changing my thinking, and then God
It's
ultimately
definitely a mindset change. Yep.
delivered me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just thankful to be here.
Have you noticed a lot more women reaching out because you've been reaching out to you as to how you overcame and how do you maintain it now?
If they know about it, they will. It's just a matter of getting the word out there for
Right.
people to know my story.
Right. I agree.
And I think doing things like this will help.
Yep. I agree. Because I first learned about it from our book club. I never knew that you wrote a book. Never knew it. When I ordered it, it was an easy read, and it was something that I relate to. So that's what made it interesting to me. And I think a lot of women, we carry so much weight. And I like to think of it like we carry on the weight of the world. We wear many hats all the time, from mother and working
Absolutely.
and cooking, and we don't take care of ourselves. And it's not that we don't, we forget
Right.
to sit back and take care of ourselves. And so being a part of the book club was part of taking care of myself, where I get away from the family.
Right.
Okay.
And just have fellowship time too.
Right. And yeah, that just brought me right back to like, Lord, thank you from where you have brought me from.
Yes.
And to see the steps.
Absolutely.
Of the growth, because it's steps, it's levels.
There definitely is.
Yeah.
And even after I was, God delivered me in 2008, I was still fighting for a whole another year, because the enemy did not want me to be free.
Absolutely. Because he didn't know what that book was going to do, and to get into
Right.
the hands of other women and for them to be delivered.
Absolutely.
Because that's what it is. It's a tool. So we're not in bondage in our minds.
Yes.
Because that's what it is.
Amen to that.
I loved it, though.
Thank you.
I loved it. And I thank God for you writing it.
Thank you.
For us, because I think that men could be delivered from it too, because they suffer from depression as well.
They do.
And they need those tools.
Right.
And they don't reach out as much. They don't have a lot of opportunities where they can just reach out like, hey, I need help.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of it's probably pride and
Correct.
ego.
So it's a good read for men as well.
Yes, thank you.
Mm-hmm.